The old outhouse. One of the things I hated as a kid. We had indoor plumbing at our house, but my grandmother didn't. And when you wanted to go to the bathroom, you went outside to this thing. In the summertime, it stunk to high heaven. Spiders all over the place. Usually a nest of wasps were in there. And it was anything but fun in the summertime. Then add to it, in the wintertime, putting your old cold bottom on that thing to go to the bathroom about freeze you to death. And that was not fun. And my grandmother never once thought about buying toilet paper. Not once. How'd she do it? She used the old Ward's and Sears catalog. Tear off a piece of that to clean yourself with. Rest assured, it wasn't all fun and games back in the old days. So what do outhouses have to do with buried treasures? Well, most of them are covered up now. This is still the last of the outhouse on my own property here in McCook. But you can be assured that every home and homestead from the 1880s on, when this area was turned into the homesteading, that the outhouses were a part of everyday life. And a lot of people didn't trust banks, and they didn't trust leaving their stuff in their homes because they didn't have good locks, and they were out in the fields and stuff, and someone could steal their stuff. And so hiding that around the outhouses and in the outhouse was a common occurrence. My a good friend, he had bought a homestead, and he was tearing an outhouse down and going to fill it in. And as he did, he heard a clunk, and he looked down into the area that had the human manure had powderized and deteriorated totally, and no moisture left in there. And so, but there was a metal box that had fallen in there. He reached down with a big heavy wire and got that box out. And in that box was 100 silver dollars. He gave me one of them, and they were all in the from 1880 to 1884. This is an 1884 silver dollar that he gave me, one of the 100 he found in that old outhouse. And so rest assured, there's money still underground all over southwest Nebraska and Kansas and Colorado that hasn't been found yet. Perhaps millions or many millions of dollars still are underground. And I would finish it with this story. My uncle got robbed back in the 1930s. He had a couple of $100 saved up, which is a lot of money back then. And his farm was 20 miles outside of town. He said that after that he always buried his money underground next to the outhouse. He told me and my dad about it once, and I, being a snot-nosed kid, said, "I don't believe ya." And he said, "Well, then come with me." And he took me and my father, and he came out to the outhouse, took 3 steps off to the west side of it, and started digging down. And about 2 foot down, he hit a jar, and he got it out of there, and it had thousands of dollars in it in $20 bills. Thousands. And he said that ain't the only one he had buried. And so if my uncle did it, you can rest assured a lot of other people did it. So the outhouses that you would think are a thing of the past and not to even be thought of anymore, you might want to take a step back and see what's around an outhouse. This McCook's Mr. Bill. Rate this film.